I'm here with Johnny McLaughlin with Heartbreaking Dawns. But I want to learn a little bit more about what you're doing as far as your hot sauces and your recipes that you're providing.
Absolutely. We're in our 4th year right now. My wife and I started Heartbreaking Dawns. You know, our main goal, we were hot sauce first. We launched with 3 hot sauces. I had no idea at the time what a vast world of hot sauce and chili heads were out there, which I think worked to our advantage because I was coming up with recipes blind. You know, we were gave us an edge at first because we weren't coming up with items that were really trying to emulate anything that was out there.
Right.
And I didn't realize it at the time, but you know, that brought a lot of attention to our sauces as being pretty unique. Right now, you know, we've gone more all around specialty foods with a core and heat. You know, so we have 12 hot sauces right now, a line of fiery chutneys, our dry rubs, our grilling sauces. You know, we launched our soda line 2 years ago, which are not spicy, but just
we heard about that on Crowd Rules,
yeah,
where you won.
Yes.
And it's always good to win and to collect money.
It is
but at
good.
the same time, for the recognition in the food industry, to be able to have that to back your product, which is always a good thing.
No, without a doubt, and it's been an awesome journey. And I mean, recipe-wise, that's you know, I'm glad you talked about that because that's the whole concept behind what I'm trying to do is develop condiments that are more than a condiment. I try to foster creativity in the kitchen. So I want our products to be just as good when you smother it on a taco as it is when you transform it and bring it into a dish you're doing, like the chutney preserves I was talking about.
Right.
You know, I mean, people look and they're like, chutneys I don't use, preserves I never use, but when you take that and, you know, I thin it out with orange juice, golden mustard, and scallion and make a Peruvian pork loin marinade that's just like dynamite.
Well, that's the thing that I liked about you the most, is that you take those things and you make kind of like a unique flair to it. Even when we were down in Peppers in 2012 last year, I mean, even if it wasn't wing related, you were serving up, you know, this awesome bacon that you had curing for days. And just all this unique flavor that you're able to pull from these normal ingredients to kind of make it stand out. So I'm kind of super excited about what you're coming out wing related, because that's obviously what we do. But now let's talk about the recipe. Now you have a recipe online. Actually, in 2011, back at Peppers, you won the best wings with this one recipe. Tell me about that recipe.
It's the Loup-Garou Cajun Ghost Wing.
Tell me about it.
It's essentially, I'm starting off with our Cajun rub, but if someone trying it, you can try any Cajun rub. But naturally, to win the award, you got to use the story bill.
You need to have the Heartbreaking Dawns Cajun rub.
I mean, I'm
big.
My wings that, you know, I like grilling my wings personally. I'm a big grilling wing guy.
Right.
I'm heavy dry rub, so I'm using the Cajun rub, pretty much almost like coating them. You know, like that's how much I'm using.
Right.
You know, I'm pouring out the rub and I'm drying.
Well, a lot of it gets lost when you're cooking it.
So they're pretty heavily coated, and it works with that particular rub because there's not a lot of salt, not too much heat. It's more of a spice blend. So grilled to perfection with heavy in the rub. And then I'm using our ghost pepper sauce, which, you know, people hear ghost pepper, they think
usually
it's gonna,
hot as hell.
You know, but when we're using super hot peppers, we're playing off the flavor of the pepper and the heat. It's a high heat, not extreme, but I match those citrus notes up with a pear and apple background, and it makes the sauce usable on a more everyday level than just for an extreme heat. So take that sauce, 2-part sauce, 1 part butter, 1 part cider vinegar, and some good key lime juice. Toss the Cajun wings up in there, man, and you're just ready to go.
And now you've allowed us some of the ingredients, so we'll be able to make that on our site and put the recipe up. So tell everybody, you know, where they can get your sauces and where they can find this recipe.
You got it. All of our products are available at heartbreakingdawns.com, and we always have the discount code HBDFAN. I'll give you 20% off anything on our website. We have a link to our blog, Cooking Up the Hits, but if you link it right through the website, we're always putting up recipes and little videos, and whatever we're doing, we try to stay current. We try to stay current as we can with the blog. Everything's up there. And
as far as the recipe that we're just talking about with the ghost pepper sauce, you can find that on your site, and you'll be able to find it on bringthewing.com, our recipe section. So make sure that you look for it. And I appreciate you taking the time.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Dynamite. Bring the wing! Bring the wing!